How do you kill giant locusts that were bioengineered from dinosaurs and threaten to corner the global food supply? 4 years after dinosaurs were bioengineered and reproduced, the Mosasaurus, the largest apex predator in the ocean, pulls a giant ship under the sea, thinking the fish cage is bait. Dinosaur attacks become more frequent. In 1 year, 37 people were killed by these ancient apex killers. While some people are outraged and protest to kill the dinosaurs altogether, others are capturing and selling them on the black market. The only company capable of controlling the dinosaurs is Biosyn Genetics. Louis Dodgson, the company's CEO, promises the world they will keep the dinosaurs safe in the Dolomite Mountains. They have created a sanctuary there and are planning to research the beasts for pharmaceutical purposes. Meanwhile, Maisie Lockwood, the daughter of Charlotte Lockwood and the granddaughter of Benjamin Lockwood, has disappeared. The kidnapping happened after the world found out her mother cloned Maisie from her DNA. In the meantime, Claire Deering, Zia Rodriguez, and Franklin Webb managed to smuggle a dinosaur from Biosyn's preserve. The Biosyn guards chase after them, but the group manages to narrowly escape. That morning, Zia and Frank tell Claire they feel their jobs are unsustainable and will start looking for other jobs. The movie then cuts to Owen Grady riding a horse. He and a group of cowboys are trying to tame a group of dinosaurs in the snowy mountains of Nevada. After completing the job, he goes home. Claire is waiting for him at their cabin in the woods, along with Maisie. Fearing that people will try to kidnap her, Claire and Owen try to keep her hidden. However, Maisie likes to watch the dinosaurs up close, so she regularly sneaks out of the house. Maisie is not only frustrated with being kept in captivity, but she also wants to find out more about Charlotte Lockwood, her mother. It is soon revealed that a group of mercenaries is spying on Maisie. Later, when she goes out to see the dinos, she sees Blue, but the dinosaur is not alone. She gave asexual birth to a baby dino. When Maisie sees the baby, she names him Beta. Later, we see Beta and Blue hunt a baby rabbit in the snow. The focus then shifts to Texas. Farmland and crops are being decimated by giant locusts who eat everything in their path. Ellie Sattler, a paleobotanist, goes to investigate, and the female owner of the farm tells her that the only crops the locusts didn't eat were those owned by Biosyn Genetics. Realizing that this bioengineering company might have some evil plans, Ellie reunites with Dr. Alan Grant, her former colleague and fellow paleontologist. Ellie decides to smash that like button just like you should do if you haven't already. Oh no, in all seriousness, she decides to bring one of the giant locusts to Dr. Grant, hoping to examine it together. Just like Ellie, Alan thinks that the locusts have been bioengineered by Biosyn Genetics to corner the world's food supply. To prove her theory, Ellie needs a DNA sample from a different locust from the Biosyn sanctuary. She invites Dr. Grant to come with her, but he is hesitant. He finally agrees after realizing that their former colleague, Dr. Ian Malcolm, has invited them there. Meanwhile, Maisie and Owen meet with the two velociraptors, Blue and Beta. Later, Delacour, the leader of the mercenaries, captures Beta and Blue. To complete the kidnapping spree, they capture Maisie as she is riding her bike across a bridge. Just as they put her in the van, Owen sees them. He runs home, grabs a gun, and decides to go after them. Claire immediately calls Franklin, her former employee who is now working for the CIA. He meets with Claire and Owen and tells them that he has a friend at Jurassic World that could help them. After that, Alan and Ellie just boarded off the plane and are greeted by Ramsey Cole, the head of communications at Biosyn Genetics. Alan and Ellie meet with Ian, who is giving a lecture. When the three meet up later on, Ian tells Ellie she is right to suspect Biosyn. They are working on an evil scheme for world domination. The camera cuts to Dodgson and Dr. Henry Wu, the Biosyn engineer helping the company create the locusts. He tells the CEO that the swarms of locusts are growing at disproportional sizes and could cause a global disaster. Sonia, one of Dodgson's mercenaries, calls the CEO and tells him they have captured Maisie. Realizing that she is in Malta, Owen and Claire fly there and meet with Barry, who takes them to a black market ring for dinosaurs. Here, the reptiles are either forced to fight, sold, or eaten like an exquisite delicacy. While Claire meets with Kayla Watts, a pilot for the illegal dino merchants, and asks her to help find Maisie, Owen and Barry spy on Delacour and Santos. They are trying to smuggle more dinosaurs, but Barry and Owen attack them, hoping to find where they keep Maisie. Before Delacour can tell them anything, he gets eaten by the same dinosaurs they were forced to fight. Claire and Santos fight, and after realizing that Maisie will be taken to Biosyn, Owen and Claire are flown by Kayla to Biosyn's headquarters, where Maisie meets with Dr. Wu. The two of them talk about her mother, Charlotte, and contrary to popular belief, Wu tells Maisie she is not a clone. Charlotte gave birth to her asexually and used bioengineering to eradicate the fatal disease that killed her mother. Dr. Wu's ultimate plan would be to study Charlotte's DNA so he can alter the locusts and eradicate them. In the meantime, Alan and Ellie manage to sneak past security and get into the containment room. At that time, Maisie tries to steal Beta, but Dodgson sees her and sounds the alarm. Swarms of giant locusts are released in the containment room. Thankfully, Alan and Ellie escape unharmed. They meet with Maisie, and their only way out is Ramsey, Biosyn's head of communications. He doesn't support what Biosyn is doing, so he helps them escape. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, gently tap the subscribe button and get a thank you from our editors. In mid-air, a Quetzalcoatlus, the largest flying dinosaur, attacks Kayla's plane. Claire ejects and falls into the forest. Owen and Kayla crash the plane into a frozen lake. They have to make it across the ice while being chased by a hungry dino. Meanwhile, Claire tries to escape a stalking Pyroraptor. Owen and Kayla are in the forest, and they see the T-Rex. As the giant reptile goes to feed, a Gigantosaurus crosses her path, and the two fight. After the epic battle, Owen and Kayla finally find Claire in the forest. While this is happening, Ellie, Alan, and Maisie are navigating through perilous caverns filled with dinosaurs. Ian is disgusted with Dodgson's actions, and the CEO fires him. Ian later goes to meet with Ramsey, and the two work together to free their three friends from the caves. When Dodgson tries to set the locusts on fire, they sporadically start flying, and some of these flaming bugs manage to break free and set fire to the lab. As Ian, Ramsey, Maisie, Alan, and Ellie try to escape in a van, a dinosaur attacks them and knocks their vehicle into a ditch. Thankfully, Owen, Claire, and Kayla are nearby, and they finally reunite with Maisie after a long search. Alan and Owen meet for the first time, just like Claire and Ellie. Just as they think they are out of danger, a Gigantosaurus attacks them. Maisie narrowly escapes being eaten alive by the giant apex predator. Ian scares the animal by setting its mouth on fire. Biosyn is now in flames from the locusts. Dodgson and all of his employees have to escape, but the CEO doesn't want to leave without his work. He boards the monorail, and just as he closes the door, 3 Dilophosauruses attack him and turn the billionaire CEO into a dino meal. Meanwhile, Maisie and the group are trying to find a way out of the enclosure. They sedate Blue to carry her out of the enclosure, while Wu informs them about his plan to eradicate the locusts by altering their DNA. As the group tries to escape, they are attacked by the Gigantosaurus. Thankfully, the Tyrannosaurus and the Therizinosaurus help the group escape to safety. After landing safely, Ellie and Alan rekindle their relationship. Wu put the locust population under control. Blue and Beta were reunited, and the movie ends with a clip of Charlotte telling the world to learn to live alongside dinosaurs.